Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. It's Allison and today I am sharing with you week 12 in my Project Life album. It's hybrid once again, there's no surprise there. I used my Cricut to create all the cards using the print and cut and draw functions. I also added some stamping to this layout as well. You can see me working on that right now. I pulled out Close to My Heart ink from my stash. This one that I'm using is Canary. I thought it worked the best with a 3x4 journal card that I printed using the print and cut function. It's going to go below this 4x6 inch journal card, the one that I was just working on. This one is going to be basically a 3x4 inch journal card that's going on the 4x6 inch card. I used the print and cut function and you can see me piecing it together right now. I didn't know what happened to my tweezers, so I used my good old fingers to get it put together. It would be nice if they cut all in one piece. They're a little bit tedious to put together when Project Life, the way I do it at least anyways, is already tedious. All these little pieces I was worried about losing. And quite honestly, nothing against Cricut. I was a little annoyed that I had to put them all together. I figured if it was going to cut the image, I thought it was just going to be one solid image and not the whole thing. It is what it is. It's minor, but it would have been nice if it was just one whole image instead of like 5. I thought that I would turn this card into flip up. I'm using washi tape to create the hinge this time instead of using printer paper that goes with my printer. I attached it directly to the card here, but later on in the video, when I'm putting all the cards away after everything is done, I realized that's not going to work. So I took them off and attached them to the outside of the page protector or behind the card so that they can still flip open, but you can't see the back side of the hinge. You'll see that when we get to that point in the video. Here at this point, I thought I'd lost my photo of the weather. I forgot that I had put it aside to do something else, and then when I went to create this 4x6 inch card, I couldn't find it. But it was there. So I got it attached to the left-hand side of this 4x6 inch white piece of cardstock. You can see the journaling is added there to the right-hand side. And then I added stamping the word hot to the journaling as well. I really, really like that look. I'm going to be using it more in the future. I just think it looks really neat. And then on the left-hand side, you saw me coloring in a phrase that said heat wave. It was perfect for this week. It was characterized by very hot weather. We had heat warnings. And it's funny that I'm sharing this now because I'm pretty sure we're already in another heat wave, but I'm pretty sure we're going to be headed for more heat warnings coming up here. It looks like the hot weather is going to stick around. So I thought it was fitting for this layout. Now, this card that I'm working on here is actually going to be one giant card using 3 pockets in my pocket page layout. I decided that for one of the pockets, I was going to utilize 3 photos that I had that I wanted to share and put them on one card. So that's what I'm doing right now. That will be another flip that is going to be going onto this layout. The other part of this 3-part journal card, if you want to call it that, is the yellow journal card that I created with my Cricut that says stay cool. All 3 pockets are centered around self-care and what we were doing during the heat wave to stay cool. We are lucky enough to have a basement in our house. It is wonderful down there in this hot weather. It stays nice and cool. So we basically hibernated down there on the hottest days. Even the pets in the house, minus Ava, she marches to the beat of her own drum. But my poor dogs, I could see that they were uncomfortable and suffering as well. So I took a baby gate out, blocked off the stairs so nobody could come up. We brought food and water down for the pets, and we literally stayed down there to stay cool. So those 3 pockets and the little penguins, aren't they cute? I thought was perfect for hitting home the staying cool theme. Those were also print and cut images that I created with the Cricut as well. If you're interested in creating with your Cricut like this, I highly recommend looking into the Access subscription. If you're a Cricut user, if you're not a Cricut user, I highly recommend you check it out. It makes crafting a breeze, really. And you really get your money's worth if you subscribe to the Access program. You have access to Cricut's entire image library, and there's literally thousands. There are licensed images that you could purchase as well. I haven't purchased any yet, and licensed images are basically like your Disney images, Marvel, stuff like that. For a small fee, they're not a lot of money. If you buy the entire collection, I think at most they'd be like $10, but individual images are maybe $1, maybe a little bit more, just depending what they are. But definitely affordable if you're looking for just one specific image. So here, back to the layout, I realized that my flip outs weren't going to work, so I readjusted those. I'm putting all the cards into their pockets, and then as a last minute effort to add some final touches to this layout, I pulled out some Ali Edwards phrase stickers from my stash, and I'm adding those to some of the 3x4 inch pockets. One went on the picture of my car. We were washing it. We took advantage of the nice weather before it got ridiculously hot and washed the car in the driveway. And then those other 3 pockets next to it are all centered around my self-care for this week. That pretty well brings me to the end of this layout. I lied. I still have one more thing left to do. I decided to add one more phrase sticker to the top of this flip in the layout. With that done, I went to my LE Studio stash and pulled out some alphas and decided to add the phrase "the cat's meow" to my bottom right 4x6 inch pocket, the one of Ava. This little story is about halter training her and getting her accustomed to wearing it so she can spend some time outside with us. But because it was so hot this week, we did it in the evenings when it was cooler and a little more comfortable for everybody. Now I am done my voiceover, and the layout will be done very quickly. I do have close-ups coming up, so definitely stick around for those. If you enjoyed my video, please give me a thumbs up and a like. If you'd like to see more videos like this, maybe consider subscribing to my channel. And also, if you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. Here's the close-ups. Enjoy what is left of this video, and I will be back again soon with more creative inspiration. Take care, friends.